It's been all small boxes besides this. Let's just look into it and let's go! Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Last Day on Earth Survival. Today we return, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and today we're gonna be kicking things off. I finally went through, as you guys can see, that number went down a lot. The ridiculous amount of bloopers that we opened the other episode, and we have almost every single blueprint in the game with a couple of key differences. Mainly the key difference is that none of these, absolutely none of the starred mods are available yet in the game, at least from what I've seen. I've done some research into it. If this is proven wrong, if any of you guys have got this, let me know, but I've actually looked into it a lot and nobody has come across any of the special active skill mods as of yet. And there are also two other ones that I am missing just because I haven't got them yet, but we are doing a huge blueprint unboxing at the bunker that you guys will see because I really want to show you guys. But if any of you guys know the stats behind this extremely rare Scar mod, or if any of you guys know the stats behind this Cleaver mod, go ahead and please leave that comment down below so that we can have an entire compilation of all of the stats, because here's what I'm going to be doing. Hopefully someone can even utilize this and make it nicer in like a web page form or something. But I want to go ahead and scroll through every one of these. If you guys want the specifics about any of these, go ahead and pause the video at any point so you can know the stats. But I just wanted to, I haven't seen anyone do this video, so I thought that this would be awesome to do. Just very quickly scroll through all of them, showcase every single one of their stats, and there are truly some nutty stats. Specifically, we're actually really close here as we scroll through the shotgun. We are ridiculously close to getting our hands on the best light handguard. Like I'm saying, feel free to slow down the video using the YouTube slow-mo, pause the video to look at any specifics and whatnot. I need this thing because it gives me extra damage. I really want that one. Aperture sight's looking good, and we're very close to having the red dot sight. Actually, we might be able to get that today, but that's besides the point. Let's keep on scrolling through all of these and looking through the stats. There's so many of these I'd love to talk about, just go in depth about, but that's going to take super long. I just want to make this as quick as possible. Scroll through the alls of these so you guys, as you guys can see, the star ones are the consistent ones that we haven't gotten. Just the fact that we open up 30 extremely rare blueprint cases and we weren't able to come across one star one, I just think it's not quite yet possible. That has to be what it is. That's what makes the most logical sense to me. But like I'm saying, pause the video, go ahead if you guys want the specifics behind these. There's just so many because I think they added in total almost 200 mods or something of the sort, and I'd actually love to hear from y'all in that comment section down below out of all these things that we're going through, besides the active skill ones, of course, and this one. But definitely, if you guys know the stats by this one, please put that in the comments. We got a fan-freaking-tastic community here. I know some of you guys are up to the challenge, and hopefully we'll be able to decipher this and make an entire collection of every single attachment and its stats that are achievable. Again, the star ones being unachievable. Go ahead and let me know what your favorite attachment / your favorite mod is out of all of these that are that I am showcasing. Which one seems like the most hype to you guys? Maybe for the stats or just how cool it looks, even any of that type of jazz, in that comment section down below. And our comments, but you're third of the way. It's the week $12 iTunes Play Store gift card giveaway. All you gotta do is those make the like button, make sure to subscribe. That what you win on today's video. I'll go ahead and enter on every single Last Day on Earth video. One set of rules are I'll pick a random video for the past week, pick a random comment for a random video, and that will be the video for the week. And we'll kick off a new weekly giveaway that exact same Saturday as well. So make sure to stay tuned with that notification bell hit to stay up to date with all of the latest Last Day on Earth news, Last Day on Earth info that we're gonna be dropping. I actually have a little bit that I do want to drop a little bit later today that I think you guys will be enjoying. But information like that, latest of up-to-date gameplay, showing off the craziest stuff, not to mention other dope survival games all throughout, and so you never miss an opportunity to get them entries into the giveaway, because y'all can enter it on every single Last Day on Earth video, like I just said. But we are getting over here to the tail end of the mod, so we are almost done showcasing this bejesus ton. As you guys can see, there is a ridiculous amount, but once we are done showcasing, there's something specific that I want to show off. And I also want to continue getting some bones, because all of these bone mods are actually insane, dude. +2 damage, +3 crit, +2 chance at a crit. Like, the negatives are pretty bad. That durability murder is a murder. Hold on, did I click this one? Let's just play it safe, make sure that I did. But dude, some of these mods seriously get freaking nutty, and I really hope that this can be helpful to you guys, and that besides the fact that there's a bejesus ton of these, that you guys can see which ones maybe seem worthwhile to save for in terms of, like, you know, what resources you should be saving for them. BFH, Jesus, that makes sledgehammers look godly. Is that a chopper gas tank on a sledgehammer? Bruh, hold up. Are we gonna be able to light our sledgehammer on fire or something using chopper fuel? That has to be what that active skill is, man. That makes the perfect amount of sense. Then, of course, we have this thing. Either it's going to turn our saw blade into a metal cutter to cut down steel, or it's going to, like, allow our active skill to literally be motorizing our saw blade. But with that, every single attachment that is in the game, with the exception of the one Scar one that hopefully one of you guys will have in the comment section, and also the one Cleaver one, that is the stats behind all of them currently in the game, because the active skill ones are not in the game. But check this out. I am working my way towards the God mode, and today, as soon as we go ahead and finish putting all of this stuff, we have the red dot sight unlocked, and we are going to be actually able to put this thing on, because I keep on recycled cameras, dude. We have enough lenses, so bless up for that. Honestly, my recycler for the most part has been, whenever like I go to sleep, I just literally leave like a stack of cameras in there. But if I actually have some active time to like check it on Last Day on Earth, I'm usually putting in weapons every once in a while, since you can't stack weapons, unfortunately, and that's the best way of getting some of these weapon parts. On the bright side, though, let's go ahead and finalize that red dot sight, and we are very, very close to getting this light handguard as well. We need 10 glue. Potentially today's adventures leading up into the raid we're doing today. Very sorry we didn't do a raid yesterday, guys, but we're going back on it today. No worries, especially because we're going to be getting the floppy disk today, which should give us a whole ton more C4 than we had before. I also got one of these blueprints from just recycling stuff that I wanted to go ahead and save up so we could unbox a little bit later today. But there you guys can see this is going ham. But our firearm level continues to go up, and honestly, I mean, just for the sake of science, it sucks because it's going to take 10 minutes off this. For the sake of science, you guys can see as your firearm level starts going up and up, this stuff starts becoming a lot more possible. It seemed very bleak at first, I'm not going to lie, but our recycler did start as a level 1, so the more firearms you recycle to, it is kind of cumulative, and things do keep on getting better. And reminder, the higher quality that this does work, I actually get some clarification on how the recycling system works, so I just want to let you guys know about that. But the way that it is specifically for the Glock, so think of the Glock that you can get, for example, 1 to 4 of these things, right? So the way that it works is that you actually have, depending on the durability of the gun, a certain amount of rolls, you know, like a roll of the dice, and that dice has an 89% chance at getting this. So for a full quality Glock, you will get all 4 rolls, for example. So then you have a chance for each roll has an 89% chance of giving you this. So that is how you can get between 1 and 4. It depends on the effects, or on the outcome, I should say, of those dice rolls and how many that you do get. However, this were to be 3/4 of the quality, for example, we would only get 3 rolls, so 89% chances of getting that. So depending on the quality, it might only max out at 3. So I did see some confusion there. That is the way that it works. Unfortunately, they haven't revealed any specifics or how many rolls we get, especially for like some of the other things. But I've gotten, I think, like, I've got at least 2 factory parts, and I'd love to hear from you guys as well, if you guys do have this information, what the most factory parts you've gotten was, and what the circumstances were. You know, for example, like a half durability pistol maybe, or like a full durability M16, just any of that corresponds to the best stuff that you've got. But all right, that's enough talk. Let's get that back in there, so it's hopefully getting lenses back for us. Let's get over here and put on another new attachment, and this attachment is amazing. It adds range back to this puppy, adds some critical damage and critical chances back into play as well, and hopefully we'll be getting that handguard, because that handguard, if it ups our damage, that will bring us up from 77 all the way. It's I think it should actually bring us up to 80/81, depending on how they do round it up. Also, since we are prepared for a little bit of battle, a little bit of combat in the bunker as we prepare for the shenanigans of the raid later today, what a perfect time for us to go ahead and toss out whatever we can, and at least make our arsenal as deadly as can be, baby. The Kalashnikov, of course, like literally the one weapon that we don't have, besides no stock in it, which absolutely destroys a bunch of things, and it does make the weight less though and more damage, but that I'm not going to be no stock in the 8K anytime soon. We gotta seriously try to invest in getting some good stuff on that. We don't have that. We do have that, plus the laser that this one came installed with, so that's very nice. And dude, honestly, I know it seems hard, and some of these recipes to get this stuff are definitely pretty expensive, but you gotta think about it in the context where once you get one done, dude, that elite shutter, I need that elite shutter, by the way. That is probably the next big ticket item after I make my god shotgun, which is going to happen actually, well, depending if I get this long silencer, that could be the critical chance god shotgun, because this one adds +1 damage, +3 crit. That one gives you an extra big chance, but then that, and honestly switching between these two, this one could give you +1 damage. Like there's a lot of potential with the shotgun, a lot of cool stuff, but this one gives us a really good boost, and hopefully we'll be seeing some cool critical hits going down as well. But we need the elite shutter because that's just +2 in so many categories, and it will not affect our noise or our durability like these other shutters we're rocking. And that is, how expensive of one are we talking about here? It's gonna take 20 weapon parts. We have the composite, we have the sprays, we have everything else, but we gotta make sure we're scrapping some weapons and acquiring weapon parts to create the God Pistol into a Starsnipe video near you. We also unlocked a bunch of cool Scar mods, as you guys saw as we were scrolling through. Specifically, we actually got some really good, that dual mag or whatever looks nutty, but I think for the most part, that means we should be pretty set on weapons. So without further ado, unless this one needs another one, we are prepared to enter the bunker, and you guys probably know the bunker code for today. So the bunker code for today, at least at the top of me accessing it, is gonna be 62498. If that's out of date by the time you guys are attempting to put it into that, oh my goodness, death to the both of you. God, I love this thing. We're also gonna be hopefully clearing out all of floor 3, and then that'll hopefully give us some more C4 because that should be enough hard mode items and all that type of jazz. But if that code is out of date by the time that you guys are attempting to use it, hopefully some fantastic person in the comment section down below has provided an up-to-date version, just like the Sniper Gang without fail tends to do almost every single video when I am checking them out. But if you don't see it down below, you can go ahead and why don't you contribute to the fantastic community that we are rocking here by tossing the code down there to help out everyone possible. And like I'm saying, if you guys do have the one mod for the Scar or the one mod for the... what's the other thing? It was the Cleaver? Is that Cleaver? Yeah. It's not the machete because the machete has the giant blade. I think it was the Cleaver. But some of those melee weapon mods, man, especially when those active skills come, I seriously think we might see those active skills come in the farm update, whenever that might be. Because they've been teasing in a while. They said that they're going to be melee weapon mods, and they still got to work on some active skills. So, and it makes a perfect amount of sense. Maybe they don't add in the gun active skill mods quite yet. Maybe they'll save those for a future location. But maybe the melee weapon skill mods that could be kind of testing out the skill system with some melee weapons, which aren't as ludicrous and high stakes as guns. Melee weapons can definitely be just as good, if not better than guns, depending on the situation. But you know what I'm talking about. In general, guns tend to be better, right? So it allowed to kind of like test with some of the cheaper materials and just kind of see if the skill system works. And then maybe they said they want to add more locations like the farm that are going to be on a timed respawn. So maybe there could be a similar location for trying to get those active skill mods. And that should be pretty cool if there was a specific place where we had a good chance at getting such very special mods. But Mr. Specialist, I don't got to talk to you. In a little bit I will, and that's gonna be a very good little bit. What I gotta talk to is the 50 of these that we have to open. So without further ado, it appears like there's unboxings that we gotta go ahead and partake in. Without further ado, that's exactly what we're doing. If none of these can be learned, like we're not really missing out on a lot, we can go ahead and toss them right back in there to hopefully get more in return. We did also learn these 2 extremely rares that we have, and dude, like the amount of blueprints you get in exchange for an extremely rare is pretty insane. It's like, I think a little bit over 2 or something like that. But let's go ahead and start collecting more, speed running through this. We didn't get any extremely rares last time we were blowing through this, but maybe luck will be on our side this time. Or maybe not, because luck tends to not like siding with me. But we can bust open a ton of these puppies, and hopefully that will be something on the Zephoon side for all ye lads and lassies, because we have a bejesus ton of these. And the thing is, it's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Besides the fact I've been hit with starvation. No. We gotta eat some birds. Gotta eat some birds. I don't know if that was starvation or water. It was one of the two. You know the drift that I'm trying to take. None of these appear to be what we're looking for, but it's like a oh, that's a new recipe we just got for the faucet. I suppose I may have missed that one, so I'll try to circle back and show that off before the episode is over. I thought for sure there was only one, like only a couple that we were missing. I guess I might have been missing a pipe one, so I will circle back to get that. In the meantime, let's keep on popping these puppies open. As you guys are seeing, this is hopefully a great look at, well, it's not a surefire way of determining the odds of all this stuff, right? Because like, just because I might be having awful luck or I might be having great luck or something, you know? But it's hopefully a relatively good idea of the chances of each different color of attachment you do have from these blueprint things or whatever they're called. Yeah, blueprint things. I don't even know what they're called. They're just called weapon mod blueprints. Yeah, so from these, it looks like there's a great chance of getting a white. We've yet to get a purple. I think one time maybe we got a purple, but we might have just been really lucky, or I might have been hallucinating. Honestly, could be either of the two now that I think about it looking back. But seriously, man, the self-fulfilling prophecy does help out, because this should be our last haul, last series of takes, although we might need to take one more after all this goes. Not a single very rare blueprint from the bejesus ton of ones that we just attempted to put in. Oh, we got one more. Well, this would be the extremely rare blueprint or a whole ton of disappointment. Yep, disappointment. What is this thing even? Like the bone sidearm? Ooh, that's one of the bone things. Those bone weapons, they're actually, they seem to be pretty freaking good, man. I would not doubt them at all. Those bone weapons are a doozy, and I definitely do want some melee weapons with the bone attachment. Specifically, like, I think it was like the bone handle for the machete that I'm thinking of. That thing had some nuttiness behind it, man. All right, third floor, what do you have in store for me besides a whole ton of hopefully glue? Yeah, that's right, hopefully. You better be ready to give me some glue, game. I need glue, 10 of it specifically. Will we get that? I don't know. I've heard stories of people getting anywhere. I think I was like doing some research. People tend to get like 10 to 20 glue if they search the entirety of this floor. So maybe we will be a little bit lucky and that will be us, or we will be very unlucky and it will not be us. Fine, do I feel like it is option number 2? Probably because it always is in the case of Papa Star, but that's all right. It still gives us a great excuse to whip out our brand new shotgun and hopefully deduce the type of max critical damage it is capable of, because we have not, I don't know, like, apparently that red dot is an extremely rare thing, by the way, but it does a lot of great things. Oh my Nelly, we got both of them. Yes. There's gonna be a lot of shotgun rain. But I just want to see what type of damage this critical damage does. So we're doing 40 normally. It's still only doing 40. What about you, Exploder? 63, 35, all the way to 63. So it almost completely doubles the damage. Oh my goodness. All right, that thing's about to blow. Oh, I could have just killed it, but yeah, I think it went from 35 to 63. That's definitely at least halfway. Like, that might be like an extra 75% damage. It'd probably be easier to do if it wasn't hard mode, since hard mode, all the enemies have different protections and whatnot. But oh, I hear him. Oh no, I thought I heard him like flopping towards me with those little jalopy looking dudes. Get over here, you sloppy joes. Dude, they probably put things like this in sloppy joes. Or no, I hope not, dude. If someone's putting that type of meat in sloppy joes, all right, if that's the mystery meat that everyone raves about, we got a little bit of problemo. But dude, I love that the shotgun finally has range again with the red dot sight too. And if we build the long silencer, which will truly silence the shotgun, ooh, that is gonna be nice. And then once we get one more attachment that brings the shotgun all the way up to 80 damage, that's gonna be very nice as well. But all right, Toxic Spitter, I'm going to kill you from not here. Okay, apparently I don't have that type of range. That's news to me. Any of these things have a scope on them? Yes, sir. Ooh, this is a nice looking M16, but this one's probably silenced too, isn't it? Yeah, that sounded pretty silenced. Well, it's got the range to bring. Oh my god, I don't have the range for the Frenzied Giant? Not even with Kalashnikov? Oh, even with Kalashnikov, it's got the range. We just gotta make sure to space out the shots a little bit. AK does suffer from a good amount of recoil, given the fact that, well, it's a very powerful gun. All right, I imagine the kickback would be pretty powerful as well. I don't know, I'm not an AKologist though, although holy hell, does that sound like the best job description in the world. I know everything about AKs. You're hired! Just like my lack of water is also hired. Do we have any agua over here? Oh, there they are. They're over there below all of these guns that we got from a couple of the packs that we were opening up. That's actually kind of handy though, that we got some VSSs hopefully, because we are trying to make the God VSS, and maybe we'll even scrap some of those. I don't know if I'd ever scrap a VSS. That's gotta start to push. I'll just give her the bottles of water though. We gotta blow into here, and let's start doing the damage again and see just how effective this shotgun is, maybe how common that critical chance is, because so far we haven't seen it get whipped out a ton, but when it does get whipped out, man, it's seriously that damage multiplier. We've had it amongst these 2 zombies that we just started attacking. It's happened, I believe, once. So yeah, while the number ends in 5, that means it's happened not at all, because that's whatchamacall, the thingy. Oh, I could have blown him up. Dang it. Why'd I allow that to happen? But yeah, while the number ends in a 5, that just means it's the shotgun, because 5 plus 5 is 0. So if it ends in a 5 or 0, it's just fine. Like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I want to shoot y'all with a pistol. God dang it. All right, well, I bamboozled myself and used my shotgun, or I didn't want to. How about some glue? Is that too much for a man to ask for? I think so. I'm gonna give you a whole ton of pistol here, big guy. Ooh, this pistol does 26 on a critical. Over double damage on a critical. Well, color me surprised. I am a fan of some critical damage like that. And this Frenzied Giant is not a fan of me, and he shouldn't be, because this shotgun rain is about to get whipped out of full force. 486 on a critical. Oh yes, that's what I like. That's the type of materials we need, but oh yes, baby, that's the type of critical damage I could roll with pretty heavily and pretty commonly. What do we have over here? In the double chest room, and I am thirsting for a quality raid, so I really hope we get enough stuff from here. If we don't get all the way to the end, if we don't get all the glue, that's not even important. What is important, hello pistol, what is important is that we simply have enough materials of the hard mode to give the specialist to be like, yo, give me the disc that happens to be floppy. It flops about when you jiggle it, you know what I mean? The floppy one. 3 glue, thank you for that. I'm gonna be needing that pretty heavily. That's another great thing, is that glue can be acquired from bunker runs. I am very happy that glue can be found in some of these chests, man. It is handy to say the least. I'm just gonna end these toxic spitters with a pistol. You guys don't deserve to die by a better weapon. I'm sorry, all right? The better weapon is better saved for some enemies. Like the exploder over hither, and oh my god, he's hauling at some Mach 5 speeds. But that doesn't matter when you're doing damage like me, all right? We gotta get ready for the 1 and the 2. No explosion by me. No explosion from you, Mr. Guy of exploding variety. The Exploder! How could I forget such a simple name? Yeah, it just goes to show, man, the dingusness runs deep in my blood. I kind of want to save some of these unmodded ones to be modded later, because that Glock can definitely be modded later. Hello, Frenzy Giants. I'm gonna soften you up with a little bit of pistol grip action. I don't know why I said pistol grip. There's probably a grip on the pistol. I'm just too excited. I'm thinking about the shotgun grip, man. That thing is running through my mind. It's racing through there. Oh, that will be the finishing touch, though, because that will let our shotgun, plus the red dot sight, have a great critical chance. I don't know about great, but a pretty good chance at a critical, and we'll be doing 80 damage unadjusted. That is going to be amazing, because there's a lot. Ooh, that is the best Frenzy Giant loot I think one could ask for. Wait, did he give us a notebook? Assuming he gave us a notebook, there's a chance he gave us personal effects. I wasn't paying attention. I just saw that it was green. I didn't see which shade of green, since they are 2 different shades. But yeah, once we get that grip, not only it will add a couple, I think it might even increase our speed a little bit too. Not 100% sure, but I think it will increase other categories, but it will bring our damage up to the fabled 80, and given how many enemies have 80 health out there in the overworld, it will make the shotgun the god weapon of this world, because the VSS I don't think can physically get to that magical 80, but the shotgun will be doing 80 and over 100 on critical shots, and given some of the attachments we've put on, those critical shots are getting more and more common. It's looking deadly, man. It's looking lethal. Not for me, though, for anyone who dares oppose me. Currently, that's just zombies, but soon enough, there might be individuals, players, enemies, attempting to do the same. All right, right now I'm just gonna attempt to do the same to these toxic spitters. They haven't noticed me. 8 silenced pistol, and the silencer isn't even here to silence it. This silencer is so I do more damage. And my shotgun to clean up the crew over there. Why don't we get the pistol? Oh no, oh, wait, I don't even know what just happened. Okay, I was definitely trying to put that in the other slot. I guess not. Why don't we try and get to, at the very least, the chest over there. I think we got glue in that chest last time, so we'll see if maybe it has glue again. In the meantime, I'm just using my shotgun on you, Exploder. I'm sorry, you just gotta die by shotgun rate, all right? Consider it a blessing. Not everyone has the privilege of having their death be of the most honorable variety, of the shotgun raid variety. Okay, you gotta drop something at least. If I'm giving you an honorable death by the greatest weapon mankind have ever engineered, no. We couldn't engineer something this amazing. We discovered this, all right? Shotgun rain, we all know it originated in nature. Like when bees attack, like when you poke their hive. It's probably it. If you think about it, it's kind of like a shotgun. People are like, what if we throw lots of small things at other people? And they're like, genius. How did we not think of this before? Just like, can I please get at least 1 critical on this Frenzy Giant? Because we're doing a little bit below 50 damage, and it's kind of ticking me off, because if we did a little bit more, things would be coming up a lot more Millhouse, but the shotgun's lasting. Come on, give me 1 crit here. 1 crit. Let it be the last one. See ya. Wouldn't want to be it. That's the best way to go out on Shotgun Rain. All right, when Shotgun Rain does some critical damage to give you the ending blow, that's as honorable as it gets. Okay, let's go and check out the locker that he was protecting. Hopefully it will contain the glue that we are searching for. Even if we just get 5 today, that'll be pretty hype, and that'll give us great progress to definitely next episode have a fully modded and technically one of the best shotguns, although it just depends if you want the silencer versus the long silencer. That's kind of going to be the big key. I'll talk about it. I've already been like brainstorming and writing like theories, or I call me the Einstein of shotgun rain. Long story short, I've been doing some research, and there's a couple of good shotguns you kind of want to hope for in the proper attachment settings. But for now, we're using our attachmentless AK, the thing that brings me great sadness, but at the same time, not that much, because it's still pretty dope, and because it sets the stage for shotgun rain. Ooh, that was a big hit on you. See ya. Wouldn't want to be a... Yeah, that's awesome, because if you do manage to get one of those critical shots off or whatever, especially while he's sprinting, you already took out half of his sprinting health, so he's even closer to death than ever before. Then again, I feel like anytime you shoot something, it's closer to death than before. Even, I don't know, if you shot a rock... I feel like if a rock withstood a bullet, man, that rock's still probably, it's not a lot, it's still probably a little bit closer to death, but this will be the last Frenzy Giant of our current 3rd floor bunker run. Then we'll go ahead and prepare for the raid, because this will, yeah, given the amount of things we got here, it'll definitely be enough. And I just want to take out one more Frenzy Giant, because A, it's a Frenzy Giant, and B, he is protecting a chest over there, and chests are very good. I'm scared that he's gonna aggro onto me when I'm not looking, man. Why don't we go and put our strongest weapon capable over there. The shotgun's about to break anyway, so let's hope. You know what? I'll start. We'll start with the Scar. Jesus, the Scar is a monster. Never mind. Scar's gonna be able to do enough damage. Let's just get our last 2 shotguns out of the way, and then let's begin the spray and pray for the Frenzy Giant. He's still okay. He's entered sprinting mode. He's a dingus, and he's going to be a dead dingus now. A dead dingus that was carrying some valuable cargo. A notebook! Not valuable without knowing the context. It's the notebook that brings us the floppy disk. Well, maybe not specifically that notebook, but it's notebooks like that that have brought us to the situation we're in. The situation that's about to go on a super dankalicious raid. And we got more glue! What a perfect time, A, to be alive, but B, to dipski on out of here. Over half of the glue we need will easily be able to get that attachment going next time, and a fully modded shotgun will be very, very close within the future. But for now, the only thing in my future is floppy disks and raids, and I'm very excited for it. Back into the 1st floor we go, and back, I really hope there's an infected box, man, just because then we gotta, I don't want to have to fast forward the infected box, and also because my acid bath is currently a giant glorified chest. It always happens, man. It's just so tempting because you know your acid bath has a poop a ton of inventory room, and then it fills up on the inventory room, and then you're like, well, I don't have anywhere to put this, and then it's just a struggle, all right? But we have been scrapping a lot of weapons, so we'll definitely have some room regardless of what it is. It might just take a sec, just like the floppy disk data, to upload into our brain, because I don't know how, like, I think we just memorized the coordinates, and somehow our dude's fluent in GPS, whatever type of language that is, and he's just like, oh, I know those numbers. That means I have to go take a left at the farm, go make a U-turn, couple of loop-de-loops, maybe a little bit of a corkscrew barrel roll like Star Fox taught me, and hey, we've arrived. I don't know, man. I can't read GPS. You give me some numbers, I'll be like, what do I do? Multiply them together? I'm a math guy. All right, I'm studying computer science in college. I think of things mathematically. I'm like, you want these 2 numbers added together? Like, they might be 3 digits, man. This is getting risque. Like, look at that. Ooh, actually, no, that's gonna be 2 digits. That one's 3 digits, but 50 minus 110, that's a whole ton of 60, baby. What a scrub. Not even good, man. I only mess with 3-digit numbers. I'm sorry, especially 117. That's the most magical number of all. I'm not gonna say why it's magical though, because if any of you guys know why 117 is magical, A, I love you just a little bit more. I love everyone though, no worries. But if you know 117, that means we share a very common past, and a very wonderful one at that. Still miss you, Master Chief. Still miss the old trilogy. The new one just isn't the same. Let's go and wash away our tears with some C4. I think that'll be a good way to get over all this heartache that suddenly struck us. Hello, C4. Where art thou? And please don't tell me there's an infection between me and you. That's the last thing I'm trying to deal with. And the first thing I'm trying to deal with, let's use the rest of this pistol. It's about to break anyway. I don't intend on scrapping it. Oh, yes, sir. We don't have to take anything with us. And hold on. Well, we do have to take stuff with us. You know what I mean. We don't have to take any, like, boxes with us, all right? We're box free, and dude, the Scar is so good. I can't wait to get this thing modded. I really hope we do find that extremely rare blueprint for, like, the grip, I think it was. because I want to see what that thing can do. If that's an extremely rare mod of the blueprint variety, this scar could have, oh my god, you people too? This scar could have a lot of potential. But here it is, moment of truth. There should be 2 C4, but what else will there be? Maybe an extremely rare blueprint? No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Let's go, we got the double C4 and absolutely no blueprints. Okay, well, I don't know. My eyes just got attracted to C4. You guys should know my eyes are always attracted to C4. There's just something about it, man. It's just my eyes are like magnets when it comes to it. We're gonna grab the rest of this stuff. I remember last time we went here, you guys were worried that I didn't grab everything. 9! I did grab everything. I just went back for it later because our inventory was quite full. But here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to eat the rest of these beans because all right, I guess we're out of beans. We're Gucci McSwaggins. Dope, dope, dope. Here's what we're gonna do instead. We're gonna grab the rest of that SWAT because that'll come in handy. We will leave that because that's pretty valuable for stuff. We have plenty of those back at home. But, ooh, I still am trying to grab this. Goodbye, beer. I'll come back for you and I can grab the pistola instead of that. Or rock opera or pistol might give us a blueprint and some weapon parts, so I'll take that. But I will come back for this, no worries. With the important stuff taken, with more high explosives at our disposal. I believe the time has come to prepare for a raid. I'm gonna go ahead and meet you guys back at base. And with that, 2 weapons in our hand. We gotta go ahead and modify this really quickly. We should have enough here to craft up a ton of the level 2 hatchets, 4 of them to be exact, and 4 is a perfect, well, it's not quite perfect, but it's almost perfect because one of the quests for this next raid we're about to get actually required us to craft 5. So that's gonna be nifty. That's going to save us a little bit of coinage here, but we are just gonna have to fast forward through the last of them. But we're also going to want to hopefully engineer ourselves some level 1 hatchets as well to bring along, and after that we got the C4 over in the chopper. I think that'll be the last of it. We do need to make a pit stop by the weapon bench though to deck out our pistols and give them the silenced loadout. No elite, what is it, a shutter, I think I can't remember exactly what it's called, but no elite whatchamacallit. Unfortunately, that is again something, I think that's the next weapon thing after we get the shotgun, or the final shotgun mod that I want after we get, well, first things first, this, and maybe we'll try to prioritize the long silencer first, because then we can truly use the shotgun on raids. We won't get a plus damage out of it, but it'll be 100% silenced, and it also has a better critical chance, so maybe that extra chance will be nice, but that's gonna take some resources. Then maybe some VSS stuff to continue our work towards the, oh, that tactical stock is a must, baby. I think after that though, we have 3 other of the best attachments. This one adds damage though, so maybe we could do the extended mag in some scenarios. It does hurt the critical damage though, so it's kind of like 50-50 there. And then of course the pistol, which I need to deck out with an elite stutter. Just that is the godliest shutter. I call it a stutter, the godliest shutter I've ever seen. And then of course there's a couple of really good things here for the scar too, like this red dot that actually has some critical damage, this triple muzzle break, that's gonna be pretty nice, that huge stability boost. But okay, besides just talking about a couple of those key attachments I'm really looking forward to, let's get to talking to Mr. Raider over here. I did not finish clearing the floor, and there's one more hatchet that I didn't clear, but there's a raid in our future. This will bring us back up to the 4 skull threat level, which is good because we're still at 3, and revenge raids aren't happening. By the way, if you let me know how's raiding treating you guys right now. Have the raids been getting better? This is kind of a question I've been asking a while here over the past couple weeks, ever since 1.8.6 kind of slightly broke raiding a little bit. Ooh, airdrop. I am tempted to go to that, but to first things first, we go to Tybalt and see what he has in store for us. Let's make sure that our inventory is all decked out as good as can be for the things that lie in front of me. But yeah, let me know how raids are treating you guys in the meantime. Of course, just like things, how often are you getting revenge raids? Because right now, I don't know if it's just me, man, the revenge raids are not being kind. They are not really coming our way at all. Like the raid quality, revenge raids have definitely had some pretty solid quality. Our normal raids have been meh, and I suppose we gotta see what this raid will be like over here. Will it be good? Will it be bad? Only time can tell, and that time's now. So first off, it's not a massive base by the looks of it. He managed, okay, I believe we're raiding a hacker. Oh me, oh my. You know how I know this? There's an ATV not on any stone. That's a problem, and this is some sort of a hacker. All right, hacker base, how diddly do you do? I'm seeing if you maybe have any wood around here I could break into. If not, If there's ever time to at least use one C4 to explore an opportunity, a hacker's base is now. How does he not have any chop? I am just so bamboozled by this base, dude. This base is an enigma. I don't even. I hope that there's some chests in here, man. Some chests that actually have some stuff. We're taking one C4 out of the vault. Where will we break into? I kind of want to break into here. This seems like, oi, maybe not right there. Maybe right where I kind of like I kind of like where this tree is, but I'm also kind of in the way of it. So hold on, we'll chop this down and we'll blow right into there. I have high hopes for what is this? Oh, is this another one I can chop into? Apparently I can chop. No, it wants me to chop down a tree. I don't want to chop down a tree. Okay, well, I guess I'm chopping down a tree. I'm sorry, tree. I wasn't expecting to chop you down, but you've been chopped. Thanks for the pine logs. Can I now C4 into some bases? Okay. Let's make sure that we're healed up for this because there's about to be a big boom coming to an area near you. I didn't stop by and get the pistol sounds, did I? No, I don't think so. Dang it! Okay, we're in. Ooh, and there's actually wood on the inside. Thank you! A base that isn't pure stone throughout. Oh my god. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Question is, where's the good stuff for this base? It looks like we can break in one more tier. There's a couple of chests here. Why don't we break into this one? Will this take us? It looked like there was kind of like a courtyard setup or something. And kind of like that, but we brought plenty of hatchets, so that's good. He's got a couple of rooms here, man. And I think... I wonder, is this... Okay, no, they can still find us. I was gonna say, hopefully they end up damaging themselves. We gotta make sure not to let that happen. Oh my god, this missing is insane right now. No, 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 don't be so many shots. Come over here, floater bloater. Hey! We're getting some critical damage off on you too. See ya! Wouldn't want to be ya. So we got into this room. Like I'm saying, this area looks like a courtyard. That's probably where he has his, like... You guys can see, there's no ground there. But at the same time, he didn't put the ATV on nothing, so... Maybe there will be something there, but we got a couple more chests there we could break into. I want to continue my exploration. We still got a couple of these level 2 hatchets, and I plan on putting them to the fullest of use that I can. Let's continue the breaking and entering and trying to find plenty of chests, but for the cost of one C4, this could be a worthy raid. He also had this thing over here, another chest in a pretty central location, and I think this is his weird outdoor area. And he's gonna have 2 more rooms. That's the vibe I'm getting from this. So I'm gonna go ahead, break into this one, and then maybe, ooh, he's got a couple, ooh, he's got a generator. Okay, well, at the very least, I know that we got a generator out of this raid, so that's good. I also know that we got some more flow to blow to death and destruction. I'm just gonna slowly continue kiting him towards us because I just want to make sure we got time for our, not ammo, but for our gun to kind of calm down and realize that it can shoot straight, because it kind of forgets after it starts shooting for a couple of seconds. It's really weird. I wonder why. 1.9? It's definitely not what it did. I kid. I also need to haul this for a long amount of time, so give me a sec. And there lies our trusty steed, the chopper. Go ahead, and we're gonna be hauling another generator back home to the collection. We broke into a base with a ton of generators, but currently we can only haul one. Feels bad, man. Why don't we go ahead and start feeling out the types of chests that we got here. Let's see what this one has in store. It's in the gun room. It's in a pretty central location in terms of wall coverage, and it does not have anything that I'm looking for. We still got a good amount of chests here we could break into. I kind of want to break into some of the bigger ones first and foremost, because I feel like those could be the best, but I don't know, man. This is the biggest chest I've seen. It's been all small boxes besides this. Let's just look into it, and let's go! This is Sparta! I don't know if it's Sparta, but it's awesome! That is 2 floppies with coordinates and some more heart, dude. This is a raid I've been dreaming of for the longest time, and here we are experiencing it. And to think, man, I was gonna be like, pshaw, nothing in that chest. No, there was something in that chest. There was something. There was, dude, 2 flop. Oh my god, this, I gotta put this, this has to be put away, dude. I can't remember the last time we got floppy disk out of a C4. I think it might have happened like once or twice in raids before, but we've been raiding ever since January, dude. 2 of them? I don't know if we ever gotten multiple. Maybe some of you guys can correct me. I don't think we've ever gotten multiple floppy disks from a raid. I know we've gotten 1, but this is just starting to get, I'm at a loss for words. That's where it's starting to get. Is this another level 2? Oh, Ooh. Is there something good in this one? Is there something good in this one? Something good waiting for Papa Star? Some more thing? Nope. But some shotgun rain is something you can never go wrong with. So if these guys want to go ahead and soften them up on some spikes, I'd appreciate that. What up, Toxic Obama? How you doing? I'm gonna just go ahead and pump you full of these bullets before all of your toxic brethren appear too. Please just don't miss too many bullets. And here are the Abomination brothers, the Abomination twins, if you will. Let's take out one. Run around a little bit, do a little bit of kiting. I do like that this update though. It is unfortunate that we do need to move around and whatnot for the gun to retain accuracy, but it's, I don't know. I do like that it kind of forces the meta to change up and you actually have to move around if you want to like avoid hits while still get the most. It's interesting, but whoa! That's the best raid we've had in a while, and we still got more chests to break into. We do have one more magical room at this point. We just gotta look for big chests, man, because big chests look like they bring us stuff. Let's finish break. Oh, this is the recycler. Is this guy gonna have a good recycler? Great question. This is the type of base that is perfect for a raid. It doesn't even have to have multiple floppy disks of loot either. That was just a huge bonus. But if it's like, you know, a single C4 to get in, and then a variety of level 2 walls, and potentially maybe a level 3 safe room inside, which actually looks like is exactly what's going on over here. But that's besides the point. Actually, curiosity's kind of, nah, we gotta break through some of these things and see what they contain. I want to break through one definitely here in the recycler room because this seems like an interesting place to keep things. And ooh, we gotta hope that the big one doesn't do the doo-doo all over us because he's kind of slated to be in a perfect position to do that. We're not, ooh, okay, let's definitely put the best things we have away. We're not in prime position for, we can't do the doghouse glitch as much as I would love to do that right now. I don't think that that's happening. I can't believe we got a cold python out of this too, but yeah, I'm not seeing the doghouse. I think it's like on the other side, so we're not going to be able to really use that to our advantage just because by the time we'd walk back to the chests, it's going to be probably too late. So what we want to do is just break into as many chests as we can. I think that's probably the go-to move here. The question is what I have a good feeling about this chest here. So 1, 2, 3 from the level 1 hatchet should soften it up. 1, 2, 3 should soften that up. And if we're in this room, I might as well break into that. Why don't we soften up a couple of the chests on the way back? Let's pick that up and let's 1, 2, 3. And if we can, we'll get the chests on the way out. You know, I think that's one of the best ways because things are going to start getting pretty hectic. So why don't we start with a single chop and another chop on you? What do you got for me? What do you got for me? Nothing I'm looking for. What about you, Mr. Chest? What do you got for me? Oh, nail it. Oh, nail it. Oh, nail it. Oh, that's just a doghouse. I'm not interested in that. Yes! Don't hurt me. Okay. We're, gonna go ahead and get some heals. I'm gonna do a little lap here. Hopefully the toxic abominations will be a little bit more hurt by then because ow, this guy just does some solid damage. I wish we could do a handy little glitch. I don't think he can die in here yet. Unfortunately, that would have been very nice if he could have. It looks like he took 150 damage, so hopefully the toxic abominations end up taking a lot of damage too. We still gotta see what the rest of this place holds for us. We still got a couple of chests to break into. We only broke into like 1 or something, right? So let's chop that. Okay, nothing super great. We broke into that one. Okay. These guys, we need another lap because these guys aren't dead yet, apparently. Maybe this one shouldn't be too big. I'm just trying to stay separated. Oh, from the big one too before his, oh, well, that's noise. That doesn't really matter if he hits the noise trap, I guess. I just don't want him to start doing too much damage, and I want these abominations to be dead, so I only got to worry about one guy. I've got plenty of meds from all the raids we've done, and apparently raids love getting me medical supplies. I don't care about being a bit cautious with this, although if we start taking food damage, that is going to probably be a problem. What's over here? Okay, nothing super great. What about over here? Oh, I don't even have a hatchet. All right, well, I guess that's my sign to skedaddle out of here. See ya, big one. Thank you for chasing me out of the best raid we've gotten ever since 1.8.6, 2 floppy disks. Dear mama, well, I think I answered my own question in terms of raids appearing to get, well, I don't know if they're getting better. It could just be a lucky fluke that we've experienced here, but that is the luckiest fluke I've ever experienced. So maybe raids indeedly are slowly getting better. But like I said, let me know what you guys think in your own experiences. So hopefully it's not as effective if we only take my experiences into account. You gotta take as many people's experiences as possible, pool all the information, all the data, even though in this form the data is kind of the comments, but still the general feel of the comments, and hopefully deduce some quality stuff. But what a quality day. Oh dear mama, we're dying of thirst and dehydration. That is not quality. Do we have, I think we should have a little bit of that beans over here, right? Did I pick up the beans? I did not pick up, oh, I did pick up the, well, rip. All right, well, let's hope that the airdrop's got some food. Papa Star came here looking for blueprints. He's now here just trying to eat because, oh, I can't finish this. All right, I got an idea. Here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to devour a couple of berries. There we go. We're Gucci. Those 3 berries gave me the strength I needed as a person, nay, as a survivor, to open this box in the middle of a field. I'm over-exaggerating it a lot, but dang it, nothing too juicy from that, unfortunately. But with all that said, and with all of that done, that is gonna go ahead and start wrapping up for this episode of Last Downer Survival. Let me just go ahead and we'll go, and I do want to go through all of the pipe mods as well, because I think we missed a pipe mod, but I think that we just got one. Don't you guys remember from the, whatchamacall? From the place bunker when we were doing those blueprints. So I just want to go over all of those again, just in case I did miss one. Pause it in any point here that we're about to do. But in the meantime, like I said, let's go start wrapping it up. If it'll be best of luck to you guys and gals, get in the chopper gas tank, join the chopper squad, breeded your pups towards that true friend, leveled up your perks towards the best ones imaginable, and now getting the best weapon attachments to the most powerful weapons that one can imagine. But let's head on over here to the pipe and just go through these very quickly. Dude, that big one bone plus 3 damage, Jesus. But we have all of these unlocked, so bada bing bada boom. That seriously destroys the durability, but that's besides the point. But best of luck with the dogs, best of luck protecting your base, getting the best attachments possible, defeating the witch, getting past the multiplayer wall, going on your own raids, protecting your base, and most important of all, having yourselves an absolutely fan-freaking-tastic day. But that's gonna go ahead and do it for me. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. Have yourselves an awesome one. I'll talk to you in the next one. See ya.